y'all. Come on in there, baby. We see we got some people in there, baby. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mean B just on a hot drizzle, y'all. This is how we living. This is what we doing this morning. Want to thank everybody. Good morning, Tashika, baby. See you in the live. We got to talk about some stuff today. B just on a hot drizzle.
That's it.
He said, I feel some type of way. My Uncle Red Pill. I'm like, well, you got to come up there to the congregation, baby. And we got to speak about it.
Listen, you got to step in front of the congregation.
They got to step in front of the congregation.
Got to have that conversation.
No, so what we talking about today, B? Let's inform these people what it be like.
First and foremost, man, listen. Thanks for having me, Uncle Red Pill, man. It's been a pleasure each and every single time I get a chance to join. But, you know, you and I, we continuously talk and have these dialogues with each other. And the question I want to pose to not just yourself, but to the audience, who bears the burden of impression? Is it the man that bears the burden of impressing a woman? Or is the woman's burden to learn how to impress a man? When we're talking about dating, courtship, getting to know each other, that phase of that dating cycle, right? Who bears the burden of having to impress who? Who should impress more? Should it be the man trying to impress the woman? Or should it be the woman trying to impress the man? So I think it's a conversation that not many, channels or platforms have talked about or discussed. I think it's been a lot of back and forth between men and women, but no one's really talked the time to have the conversation regarding, well, who should be impressing who? Should men be impressing women for relationships, or should women be trying to impress men to get a relationship? So who bears that responsibility? That's something I wanted to, talk about this morning and ask the audience about. And let's have
a grown folk conversation,
a grown folk conversation.
Baby.
Grown folk conversation.
Yes, welcome to the morning show. I know y'all heard exactly what BJs were talking about, and I know it makes a lot of sense, BB. So, this is what we're going to do today. Now, with that being said, B, if I have to say, well, you know what, B, just before we say anything, we got Tashika in the building. We got Santra Marie. Good morning, Queens.
Morning.
I'm just curious to know exactly how y'all really feel, baby. You gonna talk to Margaret Red Pill? Why don't y'all answer that question? Tell me how y'all really feel when we talk about me and B just on a hot drizzle. You hear me?
Who must impress who?
Who impresses? Who should?
Who should impress who?
Who should impress who?
Who should impress who? Should it be the man trying to impress the woman, or should it be the woman trying to impress the man? Can you hear me, Uncle Red Pill? Hold on, I'm not muted. Hold on. Are you able to hear me now? I've done nothing different. Hold on. Let me try this. Is that better? I'm unable to hear. I'm not muted. Did you mute me? Unable to hear. I don't know what happened. I'm unable to hear. Are you able to hear me now?
You hear me now, baby?
I can hear you now.
You hear me?
I can hear you. Are you able to hear me?
I don't know what's going on, but I can't hear you. We lost some kind of connection here. You know?
Okay, I can hear you.
Not really. Wait a minute. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. All right, B Jizzle. Get you to come back in there. All right.
Are you able to hear me?
I got you now. A little technical difficulties.
Got you.
Okay, cool. We in the building now. All right, man. Now listen, y'all got that poll question out? Baby.
Mm-hmm.
You both are offline.
Making that impression.
I guess we got a lot of things going on today, baby, but we gonna get it cracking lacking. Welcome to the morning show. This is what we gonna deal with today. You know, it's always something in America, but I think it's a great topic, and we need to start talking about it. You know what the topic is? Who? Look at my back office. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen to me. Who bears the burden of impressing?
Who? That's correct.
Who, when it comes to a relationship, who bears the burden, my people? Talk to my Uncle Ray Pill. Now, on my take, B Jizzle, let me tell you what I think on that.
Okay.
Now, I know they're gonna say, he's a guy. Pause. You know who bears the burden, right?
Yeah.
The one who actually have the most to lose. I'm always gonna say that.
Got you.
Okay, right? Because if I got to be the person in charge and I got to be the person to do it and I got to be the person to be accountable for it, then shouldn't I be the person who actually take all the credit?
Yes.
So a woman should impress me versus me impressing her. If I'm going to give her a life, if I'm going to be the dude to do the things I need to do, if I'm going to provide and protect, how can I lead this woman if I can't? If she don't believe that I'm the person that she needs to impress. Because if she don't think I'm the one that she needs to impress, then that means she don't think I'm the one for her. So how can you lead a person in any relationship? Because a man is supposed to lead the relationship. So how can you lead a woman?
Oh, he's definitely expected. He's definitely expected to, yeah.
Right? Because if a woman, because women want women is attracted to power and learning. They always want a man to be able to teach him something.
Yeah.
But if the woman don't think that you impress it, that she don't have to impress you, then what that tell you about how can you be with her? Because her attention must be locked on you. You see what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So she got to be the one to impress me, because I'm gonna be the one to take it on.
But let me ask you this. Let's say a man meets a woman, right? I'm a big believer of this. The person who has to impress is the person who has to be proactive.
Okay.
Proactive person, the reactive person, right?
Okay.
The person who has to be proactive has to be the person that has to make the impression.
Gotcha.
Meaning in this regard, okay? If a woman is looking for a man because she desires a relationship, right? But she don't have, we made comments on this show enough times. Women don't have a relationship to give.
They don't.
So if she doesn't have a relationship to give to a man, she's not the one that can afford to be reactive about a relationship with the man.
Makes sense.
She doesn't have access to the relationship.
She's the recipient in the relationship.
She's the recipient. Right. So if she doesn't have access to the relationship, the man has to give, then he can afford to be the one that's reactive. She has to be that has to be proactive.
That's right. I agree with that.
The man, to me, she needs to impress the man because she can't. I never met a man. Women who are very reactive about meeting men in a relationship. They stay single and they become the term called leftovers because they were never proactive about the relationship on it. They say they prayed to God, they're on social platforms expressing what they're looking for in the man. But the reality is, did you impress the man that you wanted? Because a man has access to relationships. He has that door. If that makes sense, right? So he can afford to be reactive about relationship because it's his to give, right?
That's right.
Be the person who has to impress has to be the person who
don't have it to give.
Who don't have it to give.
Nor lose.
Reactive, correct. They don't have it to lose.
That's it.
So they have to be more proactive about relationships. That's why, for example, when women talk to men now, they like to bring up the word, I'm looking for a man who's looking for it. They bring that to the, you never see men on social platforms, or even when they're meeting women, bring up, I'm looking for a relationship, with a woman. We never express those thoughts initially when we talk.
Never.
But women always bring those things up to the surface initially up front because they don't have access to that door. That makes sense?
Because then it wouldn't be a topic to talk about. It'd be something that's normal.
Just like women don't like bringing up cookies.
That's it, baby.
You know why?
Cookies.
Have access to that door.
That's right.
Key to that door from the woman.
That's right.
That's why men are very proactive about getting cookies.
No cookies.
The person who has to be proactive is the person who has to impress.
That's right. The one that have listen. I agree, because at the end of the day, if I'm gonna lead you in any situation, and you deem me to be that person, then that's where you're supposed to be at for me.
Correct.
See, I can't see you as anything else, because how can I stand on my purpose if I don't know if I'm going or coming?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And then you won't be interested in me in the first place. Becomes
correct.
You know what I'm saying? So a woman's job is to maintain. Do what she needs to do to maintain it. Right? Yeah. A man's job, he needs to do what he needs to do to lead it.
Yeah.
And protect it. Right? So it's definitely for her to impress. Because she's the one. In other words, let me hit you with that hot track BJs.
Right.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. And when you got 3-1, the 3 better not act like they're more important than the 1.
1.
Because the 1 is hard to find, but the 3 is easy to get around.
The 1 is in quantity while the 3 are in quantity.
Talk to me, baby. And that means if you got the guy who is the 1 and you know you're only dealing with the 1, then I suggest you maintain and impress that 1 to keep that 1. Because it ain't just you who want that 1. Your girlfriend do too, baby.
Well, and let's add to this, right? I'm a big believer of this. Attraction must match attraction, right?
And it do, for the most part.
It needs to match attraction. So
unless the money being transitional.
That men must make themselves attractive to men. Men must make themselves attractive to women for a woman to want to have sex with you.
That's right.
A woman must make herself attractive to you for you to want to commit to her.
That's it. She has to lead with that.
Combination is getting confused in these conversations on Red Pill. Women are under the beliefs that a man mustn't make himself attractive for a relationship. When in reality, he only has to make himself attractive to unlock your algorithm to your cookie jar.
That's it.
Milking cookies.
Because if he do that, he at least on the right path.
Well, I don't.
Where you going without that?
I don't believe no woman who's mating with the man that's not out of, that's not very transactional. If that makes sense.
Transactional.
Prostituting, something like that. If she's through validation, he's the right guy.
Yeah.
He's the right guy because he unlocked the key. He had the key to the door. He unlocked the door.
That's right. That's right.
You know what? He could unlock that door is that you gave him the key.
Yeah, and he had to fit some type of profile to do it.
I never met the right guy. I'm like, well, are you still a virgin? Well, no. Well, he unlocked the door. He made himself attractive enough for that, right? Yeah. Then he was the right guy. The question is, did you do enough to keep him around?
You know what, man? That let me say something to you about that. What you just said, there, bro. Like I really one day I kind of like pissed off the whole room. I'm gonna have to be real with you with that comment right there. And so I was at the house, and people and the world is starting to see who I really am now. But we've been doing this for years, and my nieces and my little cousins and everybody, young ladies, always put me in the jam.
Yeah,
they want to ask my Uncle Red Pill these specific questions. And see, that question you just said just now came up, and it was like, they're always waiting for me to come through the room. I guess they had it on their chest. They knew I had the podcast, and they was ready. Right. So, but I wasn't really ready because I just didn't feel it was like this a setup,
Yeah.
Invite me over to a crab, bro. But we got all these women in here. They all feel it's the type of way. I hear my Uncle Red. I hear my name going around. Well, what we doing? Oh, Lord. And I told my people, look, bro, I told you I ain't want to do all that, man. I ain't trying to mess up this party. I'm keeping it real, right? Because I'm going to shoot them straight. Like, nah, dog, no, saying you can get with them, fan cousin looking, bro. You help me, you help them. I'm like, yo, man, but this is going to mess this party up. Y'all better party cut them first. Because when I go to spitting that real, people going to feel some type of way, right? And I already know what type of energy I'm coming with, right? But these women is ready, B. So I'm like, oh, Lord, baby. They ready. Charlie,
they here for all the smoke. Okay,
they bringing the smoke to me, B. So I'm in the living room, right? And so they was asking me questions, and I said, "You asking questions? Are you married? Have you ever been in a relationship before?" And she was like, "Oh, well, no. Well, yeah, of course I've been married. Okay, what about marriage? Well, no, not yeah, but something like that." I said, "I don't know. Did you sign papers? Did you not? Right? Let's get this shit together because you're trying to fix it because you know I'm coming out of that pipeline, right?
Yeah, you coming with figure out what's true. Oh no,
yeah. So she's trying to negate the real question before the shit get to cracking. But I already see that she trying. If you got to think about it, I know you're lying, right? So first thing I say is you're married, baby. You thinking, but what's up, Miss Hill? You thinking about it? You know what I'm saying? I already know you lying, right? So anyway, I ain't really get no true answer out that situation. But this is funny to watch this shit. Back to what you said. So we go around the room and ask all of them the question. None of these women really in a relationship, but they all in their feelings, right? Let me say that again. None of these women is in a relationship, B, but they all in their feelings, right?
All in their feelings, correct.
So I'm trying to figure it out how I'm gonna handle this, but I already know how I'm coming. But I'm trying to ease the room because I know this party about to be over with when I get to spit in that rail, right? And women want men to speak to them the way a man speaks to them. But it's hard for them to accept it when it starts to hit home. Then they get defensive.
They get defensive,
right? Yeah. So they want to hear the truth, but it's kind of hard to break it down.
It gets very defensive.
It gets very defensive, B. So the question comes up that you just said. I said, well, why you not in a relationship? I'm not ready to be in a relationship, and I ain't meet the right guy. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, I asked the other young lady, well, why you not in a relationship? I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, I ain't meet the right guy, just in that. I said, well, wait, so are y'all versus? No, we ain't that. Boy, why you trying to play? I told you I was in. Okay, cool then. So I guess you practicing abstinence or something, right? She said, well, no, what you talking about? Boy, no, I just had. So when the last time you had? And she told me, well, the last time I gave away them cookies was this. And I get another girl said this and this. So all of them is active. Now follow me, right? Now you know my Uncle Red Pill got to set the table and hit the tone, right?
The table up.
So I say, so you mean to tell me that you're not ready? Because I'm looking for the right guy. So I said this, and everybody got it. They're feeling. You meant to tell me that all you women looking for the right guy, but every day you giving them cookies to the wrong guy? Every day. They're not good enough to be in a relationship with, but they're good enough for you to give your cookies to. Is that what I'm talking about? But then you just coming out. I say, I'm just asking. Is you getting anything out of it? Right?
I'm just breaking something.
Hold on. You coming out? You trying to make it seem like I ain't making nothing. I just asked a simple question, right?
But if the shoe fits, wear it.
So you mean to tell me you being with the wrong guy every day?
Every day, all the time.
And you looking for the right guy? No, help me understand that, baby. Hey, that shit don't make no sense. You looking for Mr. Right, but you sleeping with Mr. Wrong every night. Can't make that shit up.
Sound like Mary J. Blige. Being around it feels so good. Yeah.
That was in their feelings.
Yeah.
What you say? Judy, getting their itch. You better know it. They're getting it scratched, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm talking, and so not they getting offended. So what you trying to say? I say any woman who basically give themselves to somebody who they say is not serious, then I have to look at them as a different type of woman.
That's it.
But what you mean? What you trying to say? I said, here's the deal. You told me that you don't want to be in a relationship, but you want to be in a relationship, but you can't find Mr. Right, right? And you're looking for Mr. Right, right? Because all these dudes the wrong people, but yet you be with the wrong guy every night. But Mr. Right is still in your future.
How?
I mean, it just sounds like this room got a lot of people, you know, and it kind of around with like, you know, they got numbers and digits, you know, like area codes and shit. Like,
and Mr. Right is supposed to just understand.
304s, right? So yeah. Look, so
I just supposed to understand all this behavior, like no.
Yeah, right. So I'm sitting there listening to that, and they get pissed. They get any feeling. I can decide to mess with who I want to mess with. No, I'm not saying that, baby. You just told me that you're not messing with nobody, but you are. You just told me that you don't have the right guy in your life that you deal with, but you just cool with the wrong one. That's all I'm saying. Say, oh, so you coming like that? Oh, so you one of them type of guys? You want that Kevin Samuels type of shit? I said, no, baby, no, I'm not. I just took the information that you gave and put it in a different term. I'm just saying, right? You told me. I told you what it was.
I just painted the picture I just painted the picture. That's the real picture. You're trying to give me a different picture. I just created I created the picture properly, so we all can see it properly.
Right.
Now, you're trying to tell me, well, that's not the picture. Well, that's not what the evidence you gave me. That is the picture.
That's exactly what the picture is, and you ain't about to make my understanding
go any different.
So they got pissed, right? And so correct. I'm dying laughing, but they ain't feelings, and this little party is over, right? So then they call other women on FaceTime, right? So they can go in on my Uncle Red Pill, right? Yeah. I'm dying laughing. See, what people don't understand is I love this energy because I understand how wrong we have been and how we are moving in life and how it's not getting us nowhere. So just don't think I'm always up for the smoke too. I'm up for the smoke because I understand there's more at stake than how you feel, right? I'm worrying about the outcome of how our communities will be. Correct. So you giving me a little energy don't really mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Right?
They don't change nothing, don't disturb nothing.
Absolutely. But see, now those same women follow me now because they got in their feelings, but they had to get their mind right because I wasn't lying about nothing. I only said what you said. And when I placed into the words you said, you're not supposed to get mad because I just said what you said. See, people expect when they say things to you, B, right, that you're supposed to accept it the way they want you to take it.
Correct.
Right? They want you to take it the way they're dishing it. You can't look at it in the way. Don't have no mind. Just listen to me. You have to think this way, right? But no, I don't think that way. And I think that's the problem why you need to make sure that woman you're talking about, Brandon, shows you more interest.
And that's the reason why I always say the person who can be like, there's a proactive person and there's kind of a reactive person. The person who's reactive is the person who can be this. That makes sense?
Right.
Like, women, when it comes to relationships with men, have to be proactive. No different why men are proactive when it comes to having relations with a woman. Men can't be reactive to a woman who wants to give him his cookies. Give her his cookies.
No, that's not good enough.
Walks around here every day and say, a woman gonna have sex with me just because I'm a man. That's not how that works. He's being reactive about something that's not about to happen to him. He has to become proactive regarding that particular subject because he just can't just be a man and that's just enough, right? So you run to a situation. So he can't be reactive and women find him attractive, right? He has to be proactive about. A man has to make himself attracted to a woman for a woman to offer him, give him the key,
right?
For the milk and cookies. A woman has to become attracted to a man so he could offer the key to a relationship with this man. Right. And so the issue the big
We both
concern,
have two. We both have something to give,
yes,
right?
and
And we
the
need
big
to meet in the middle,
yeah.
right?
So the biggest concern that we have in these relationship conversations is that
Mm-hmm.
women are under the same notion that that's a 50-50 thing when it comes to they both have a key to relationships, and they don't. So they spend their time being reactive about relationships.
It's social media,
And
bro.
now you start, yes, and social media has given them this this maybe permission or privilege to be reactive, believe that they can just be reactive about
and
a
that's
relationship
good enough.
in terms of impressing that man for a relationship.
Yeah.
They're under the belief that a woman can say what she wants and the man needs to live up to her desires of the thought of the man. When in reality, this man needs to stay his course, and you need to respond to what he's looking for in a woman.
But you know what that brings? You know there's a term for that too. Happy wife, happy life. You see?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. That's why women feel that way. Women feel like the happiness is for the man to make her feel a certain type of way.
That's why I say that's why I say that it's upon the person who can be reactive. Men can afford to be reactive because men have the permission to turn down.
That's right. That's right.
So if a woman wants to go on a date with a man, right? A man can say, I'm not interested in that date with you. I don't want to go on a date with you. Men have the permission. Men don't understand their power. Men have the permission to turn down.
Well, they are starting to now. They're starting to now.
Women have the permission to get turned off, right? So what the thing is, when a man wants a woman's cookies, right? A man has to figure out her algorithm to find her key to unlock that door.
See what that is. Yeah.
She could get turned off by this man. So the only thing she can turn off is the key or change the code to the door.
That's right.
Cookies.
That's right.
She could get turned off. Now, when she wants a relationship, a man that down. Well, I've given you my body. I've given you these things, but you're not the man. You're not the man I think that you need to become. Well, I could just turn you down. Because you don't have the key for that door. And there's the consumption that women are under the notion of belief that I have a relationship to give this man. You don't.
Well, and
that's why she must impress this man in that process. And it's in a dating phase, in the courtship phase, or just getting to know you phase. Women are under the notion that here's the issue, right? Now I'm going to cut you off. Women meet men, and they think this man needs to call her more than she calls him,
because they think the interest lies with them. B.
But here's the problem, right? It does lie with them when it comes to the milk and cookies,
but not relationship.
Not relationships. They think that he should need to be contacted. They think that, okay, well, why are we talking about this all the time? Because that's something I don't give myself. But if you want a relationship with a man, then you gonna call me more than I call you. You're gonna see how my day coming more than I'm trying to see how your day coming.
That's
right. Your busy is not more valuable than me being busy.
Because she's the emotional one, B.
But not just that, but your unavailability is not more important than me being unavailable.
Yeah.
Your availability needs to be higher than mine if you're talking about wanting a relationship with the man.
Yeah, you have to show me that. Listen to me. The reason why
you see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's an emotional woman, and that's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with emotions, but you have to show me that too.
Yeah.
You see? I have to feel those emotions to let me know exactly what you're thinking and what you're thinking about and who you're thinking about.
A lot of women make themselves unavailable to men, and I tell women all the time, what do you think you're turning off? All thing you did was cut off the opportunity of having a relationship with a man.
That's true.
And she thinks she's done the opposite of what I didn't want to have a relationship with him. Baby girl, it didn't matter. You didn't have one to give. All you did was cut off the cookie. All you did was cut off the door to the cookies. Ladies, I mean this, and I mean this with all disrespect. with all disrespect possible. I mean this in the rudest way I can put it. I mean this to offend you. I mean insult you. I mean this with disrespect. Men are not trying to unlock no other door beside them that pantry to the milk and cookies. You women have too many doors locked and thinking that men are trying to find a way to unlock these other doors. We're not trying to unlock another door.
It's these standards, B.
You get what I'm saying? Like women create these, well, I want to know what a man has to offer. Baby, I'm not trying to unlock that door. Forget that door. That door can stay locked and closed.
So man, so let me ask you this question. You know, I agree with that. I know I truly understand that though. So when you look at that situation and you look at a woman who come like that, is it even worth even trying to make her see a different way?
No, because the door gonna stay locked anyway.
Because can you just say that woman is that type of woman? You just not, yeah, she's delusional.
Delusional. Yeah. And women, because here's the reason why the delusion happened. You ready for this Uncle Red Pill?
Mm-hmm.
She's leveraging she's still leveraging the other door to have this delusion about this door. She thinks that because she's maybe attractive or beautiful and she gets attention from men, right? She's still leveraging the door of the milk and cookies to leverage these other doors. If she wasn't beautiful, if she wasn't attractive, then them other doors would just be unlocked. You right? But she think those doors are just as valuable as this milk and cookie door. It's not. But she thinks it's attention from men because she's attractive. She may be considered beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And want to meet with her, right? So she's created a level of delusion, think that this door here allows for me to read the. She's still using the same door,
right?
Like, listen, the connection doesn't remove from this door. Whatever she's going to leverage, it comes down to this milk and cookie door.
Yeah, listen.
You can't disconnect the two.
But it brings you back to the beginning, right?
Correct.
And what I mean, it brings you back to the beginning. Why did I even walk over here?
Why did I walk over here?
No, I know. You know, it's like why did I even like come across the parking lot to even like say something? Speak.
We didn't grow up in the same house.
I don't really know you. You're not
marbles together.
You're not related.
I walked over here because of an attraction.
And if we take that off the table, then
what are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
What are we discussing?
I think a lot of those women who act like that, they know they did dumb shit in the past, right? To be honest with you.
Yes.
And they're trying to right their wrong and be a better them today. Now reason why I'm saying that.
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
You see? Because you learn that certain things don't work. Right? And the bad behavior is bad behavior.
Correct.
I think but the biggest problem is, Brandon, what I just said too, is you just don't be dressing. Don't be wearing things that shows a certain thing about you, and you don't want me seduction, and you don't want me to actually come talk to you.
Seductive attention. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
like men are very visual creatures.
Because now you giving mixed messages.
Well, yeah, at some point in time, you can't tell men as a whole that, wow, I call it seductive dressing.
Yeah, it's very seductive.
And you can't detach that fact that because you dress seductively that I don't have seduction in mind. Right?
But that's the ludicrous part, because a woman takes the time to make sure that she's that way.
Attractive.
Before she walk out the door.
Attractive to men. Right? This is why I made a post the other day. Fellas, you have to stop focusing on women who want every man's attention and start focusing on women who want your attention. That makes sense? So the thing she's doing is to get your attention, not to get every man's attention. That's the woman you have to focus on.
That's it.
Because if she's out here trying to get every man's attention,
that's a problem.
That woman is she's telling you that it's not about you.
It's about the attention from everybody.
It's about the attention from everybody. And we all consume in that. We all part of that matrix to some capacity. But at some point in time, we got to get back to earth. And when we get back to earth, it's about me, baby. This is why that if you consider
Oh, they in that chat saying some shit. I'm listening to you.
if you desire a relationship,
you say you gotta be kidding now.
well, hold on.
Hold on. Wait. Let me see what she got right here. All right. Look, yeah, we get in all y'all bitch ass men. What? And nothing else. And you wonder why you're in a relationship like you in.
Well, we're not taking biology out of it. I'm just saying why men are attracted to a woman.
He's supposed to be. That's not gonna never change.
I'm not. That's the end all be all. What I'm saying is that men are attracted to that genetically, biologically. Now it's his responsibility also know other factors about a woman that he wants. That are outside of that. That's why it's important that a woman impresses him outside of this too, for a relationship to come out. Because at the end of it, it's his offer, it's his access to a relationship. Why did he originally start talking to you? Because attraction must match attraction. His first attraction was a physical one. Because we are as men. Now we're not saying women are not visual, but he did things make you attracted to him in a physical way. Now he has to discover what other connection that you can make with him. Why it's important that he finds out how you impress him outside of the bedroom. Do you cook? Do you prepare a home?
What else do you bring to the table? Now listen to this. So keep it real. All you want was between knowing you got somebody else home in your bed like your wife. Y'all a joke out at night. But no, that's not what I'm saying. I don't know who that is, but we got people of every kind of sort that does such things like that.
No.
But you try to talk about the vast majority of guys. You know what I'm saying? And marriage is not part of the vast majority. We do know that, baby.
Marriage is not a part of it. Especially if we're talking about our race of men. We're married at a less than ratio. So we can't talk about
what you say?
Less than 30% of less than 30% of men, less than 30% of men, black men and women are married. Less than 30%.
So it won't be the wife situation.
When in reality it's not.
Yeah. That's the 70 is greater than 30.
Black women and black women are not married.
That's right.
And I'm talking about the ones that's of marrying age. They're not married.
They're not.
You may be speaking for a very minority group there, versus when we're talking about a mass group where
exception don't make the rule, bro. Exception don't make the rule, B. Period. We always talk about the majority.
What she stated doesn't have some truth. I'll acknowledge that it may a level of truth to it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But it's not a dominant. It's not the truth. Is what I'm saying.
It's the truth to a certain extent, to a certain percentage, but it has truth in it.
Yeah, it can be true, but it's not the truth. I'll acknowledge that there's truth. What she said has truth to it, but it's not the truth. So the question I would ask her is this, Ms. Williams. Let's go back to our question, Ms. Williams. In the courtship, who bears the burden of impression? Do you believe men bear the burden of impressing a woman, or should a woman impress the man? That's the question I ask.
There you go. And look, Pete, the poll is in too. It's a 50-50. I don't know if you saw it. The Red True poll results is on the Red True poll question. Who bears the burden of impressing? 50% of the pollsters say men. 50%
for the women who say that burden is on men. I want to know your reasoning. Your reasoning for why men in this courtship dating phase that he must impress her. He bears that responsibility. I want to know the reasoning.
Right. What's the reason why? Answer that.
What's your reason?
Ms. Williams, answer that. What you think about that, baby?
For the woman who said yes, I want to know the reasoning. Who bears the reason? She got to this chat. I'm about to go.
I want to answer the question though. What Central say? Who bears the burden?
Who bears the
You can
burden of
say it.
impression?
Who bears the burden? Who bears the burden?
If,
You know, sound
if you
impressive.
if you believe it's men, I would like to know the reasoning.
Yeah, the reason why.
Why should men impress a woman? What's the reasoning? I'm talking about in this dating, courtship, getting to know each other phase. I'm talking about that phase. Who bears that burden?
Look at Central. So this is important for modern relationship. It does not hold true for traditional relationships or old school styles.
So so we're saying is that men bearing the burden of impression? That's the reasoning?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, so that's yes or no, Central. What you think, baby? What you think? What you think, Christina? You still here, baby? Y'all did that poll. Explain to my Uncle Ray Pierre what it is. I'm curious. Do you think women bear the burden of impressing a man for his attention, for a relationship? You see?
Or you think that burden?
Or do you think the burden is on men? You know? I'm curious to know. What you say? First impression is a people thing. I don't feel it's a gender thing. Should it be both?
No.
Okay, but wait,
No.
but hold up. No, but wait, but hold up. Now let me
now
let me tell you why you say that too, Christina. Right? Now I see your angle and I get it because we both just talking to each other. But we both won't fit the ticket the same. Right? And we both don't have a relationship to give. You see? That's what you have to understand. So if a man have to impress you, right, and he have to keep that impression going on, right? Okay. So how can a man really lead this situation to be where he wanted to be? And you don't feel like you getting cheated out of life with him. You see what I'm saying? It don't go together.
It don't go together. And more importantly, it's not a 50-50 thing. That's the concern with these. We're trying to make too many things equality or balance, and it's not how that works. So
you see everything. So we just did this. We just did this video on this right here, equality and stuff like that. You know, but women speak this way because they got this girl pride. It's cool. I like it, right? It's like, but the point is, if the guy is the person that's supposed to be the special one, the dude, your guy, and the one gonna lead you, he can't be too busy impressing you if he can't focus on where he's going. You see, this is why women give men. Women's supposed to be men's cheerleader. They man's cheerleader. You see, women's supposed to be their man's cheerleader at all costs, or else that's not your guy. You know what I mean? Because if the leader don't have that gas to keep going, then we all run out of E.
But here's the thing. To Christina's question, right? If I made it about getting the cookies, right? Quality things comes into play, and women try to make things quality when it comes to things that they don't benefit from, but they make it all objective when it things that they control.
That's
when it comes to the y'all are very objective about that cookie jar because it's something that y'all are anything that pertains to that cookie jar, abortion, sex, grape, right? Anything that comes from that cookie jar, y'all are very objective about it. But when it comes to things that you don't have access to, you're trying to genderless, subjective position. And that's where it can get upsetting with some of these conversations. Because y'all want to make anything dealing with that cookie jar, y'all are objective. Y'all don't think men should have at all. Y'all are under consumption or the belief that we should be the abortion. Any, anything, the sex, the grape, regards, whatever to do with that cookie box. Y'all are very objective about that. Because it's women's to access, to give away, or to be taken. But when it comes to things with it should be genderless. No, it's when men have access to something, we don't make it genderless either. Right. It's about us.
Right, right, right. Now listen to this. Look at this, B. Check this out. Because the woman is the prize and have always been the prize. So the man should impress the woman because he wants to be with her and build, and she can't help him do that. Okay, so listen, LaQuinta. Now, I know what society talks about, and that's
You know
cool.
what
It's great.
the Matrix has
What
told you.
say?
We know what
What to say?
the Matrix. Not calling
The
it
Matrix.
society.
So here's the deal with that. I hear you, right? So, but I want to understand this, and I love that when women say they're the prize, right? The question is how, right? You're not the prize because I wants to be with you. That don't have anything to do with it. Men always want to be attracted to women. That's just biology, right? But
Right.
how is the woman the prize? Explain to me what makes up the prize. Is she going to be the one to do everything, protect? Would she be the
If you,
one that have bear the more
if she,
burden in the relationship? See, you see, right?
does
The
he?
woman can't be the prize. She can't be the prize if she bears the least burden in the relationship. If the man bears the more burden in the relationship, the woman gonna have to bear the burden of impressing him to getting one. You see, I want you to understand that, right? If the man have more to lose,
Yes.
right? If the man is the one who's supposed to lead you and fight all your battles and you take a step back because that's your role, how can you say you the prize when you're the one who's getting protected because you're wrapped in the box? Because the
Correct.
box is the man. He is the prize with the bow on top. The one that have more to lose will always be the prize. If the
Surprise.
guy is not the prize, right, and every woman is the prize, then please explain to me why these prizes is not getting unwrapped. Because they all up. I'm just listen to me, man. Welcome to the morning show, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand why these gifts is not being gifted. You know, why didn't nobody's pulling the bow and unwrapping these prizes? Because you can't be out in the public all the time and always available and be considered the prize. Something that's good and that's off the chain, people gonna always take that off the market, and I'm gonna open that prize because I want to get what's inside. But people is you're being with people and people are being with you, and the prize is still a prize on the outside. I'm trying to understand. We don't leave the prize outside. We bring the prize inside, and if it's closed, I want to put it on. But you can't keep saying you're wrapped up in the box and nobody pulled the bow and you get a prize. They may just think it's a bomb. You see, something is wrong with that situation where you haven't been unwrapped. Because anything
I
that's
say
good, you know, what you say, the Matrix?
the Matrix. I don't call it society no more. I say, oh, you still inside the Matrix. I'm on Earth. I'm on Earth.
I'm just saying though, because I hear women say that about the prize, and I'll be curious about that because if the guy have more to lose and you have more to gain, then how can
May I add to that, Uncle Red Pill?
mm-hmm. Go ahead, add to that. Since I told my laugh my ass off.
You're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the who's the prize, the president or the vice president? The president has more to lose than the vice president. The president must select their
There you go.
vice president, right?
That's right. That's right.
So when the president become the prize,
Mm-hmm.
the
Never.
president must select their vice president, right? But the president has more to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They're the one that's criticized. They're the one that takes the bullets. They're the one who gets all the scrutiny
When it
because
rolled down here, it rolled straight to him.
it rolls straight to the president, not the vice president.
Mm-mm. Because you
So
know
president
why? Because the
becomes the
president already know. The president already know the prize is protecting whatever it is. You see?
correct.
You see? See, the president already knows his job is to protect whatever it is, which means is if the vice president underneath ain't doing his job and making him as the president looks like he's not the prize that he's supposed to be protecting. In other words, treating this business like it's his own.
Correct.
He will be gone. You see, that's how they go, right? The vice president would never jump the president under no circumstances because he had the job to give him. The vice president don't have the job to give the president. Did you get it?
Correct.
Right. See, the vice president gives out the yes in the news, right? But the president itself, he can eliminate all his yes in his news.
Correct.
See, the president is the top. The president gives you the job as a vice president. The vice president gives somebody else the job. See, there's a chain of command.
Chain of command. It's a chain of command.
You see, it's not emotional; it's just logical, right? I mean, I'm just saying though, the vice president can never be more important than the president. And if the president feels that the vice president overstepped his boundaries, there will be another president, a job opening.
Correct.
You see. So this, I think that's what we're getting it twisted at, right? I want women to understand that.
The gracious point. Does he really want the woman, or does he really want the cookie jar? He has to be proactive about something. He has to be proactive about something he don't have access to, which is the cookie jar. The man is not trying to open those other locked doors. Those other locked doors don't have nothing that he benefits. The access, whatever's behind those doors, that's locked.
Whatever's behind those doors. Let me tell you something.
For him.
Even if it's for him.
So let's just think about it. They're functionless locked doors.
Yeah.
So when women say that it's about what a man wants to, no, a man wants. That's the algorithm that he needs the key for. But he don't need an algorithm to something he has access to, which is a relationship.
Right.
That's his door.
See, you know why this seems so important to a lot of women, and I'm starting to realize why these conversations they are good, they are great, because the reality of what we're talking about is not what the world is surfacing. See, right? We sell women in a certain night, and we actually sell them hype too, so they can be in a certain light. And it's not just us as men, but they're marketed this way. You see?
Yes.
But just think about that, right? They're marketed this way, right? We would try anything to make a woman feel like she's marketable. Why? Why is women getting so much attention? I'll tell you why. Because you're the number one consumer and you're tied to a dollar, right? It's not really about you. I don't care what I ruin in your life. I just need to get what I got to get out of you. And if you fail, that's your problem. See, people is not looking at the big picture of how the behavior is affecting their life, right? Women believe that you have a relationship to give and you don't. And the reason why you don't have something to give, because the man is going to be the one to give you what you desire in life. And if he ain't that guy, then that's not your guy. Move on to another guy. But this is not a program we're going to teach and learn from. You're not going to teach a man. You're not going to lead him that way. You won't be with a guy who you don't see interest in. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, how can a woman, Brandon, not be the one to bring the most interest in the guy?
Exactly.
She bears the burden, right? She bears the burden. And not just that, she already know that there's more women out here than men. And she already know besides that number, how hard it is to find, like they say, a good man. She done been through enough, so she know the difference. I'm just saying.
And as time goes on, what has her attention and what has her attraction, the longer she stays available, men don't do things to attract, unfortunately, older women.
But why? Why should they?
Well, the reasoning is because of the things that women are connected to 4 things. I'd like to say women pioneer 4 things for men.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else that you see in this world, men have pioneered. It doesn't mean that women
Mm-hmm.
can't do it. It doesn't mean that women can't
Mm-hmm.
do the job or get involved or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Women pioneer 4 things:
Mm-hmm.
beauty,
Mm-hmm.
sex,
Mm-hmm.
family,
Mm-hmm.
children.
Mm-hmm.
Those 4 things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
As it relates to, no woman is disconnected from one of those 4. No
No,
woman.
no.
One.
It just depends on what the train of thought is and how one of them is more important than the other one.
They're all gonna have different values for different men, right?
Yep.
But
They're different.
there's
Yep.
no woman that is disconnected from one of those 4.
No,
None.
them four gonna always sustain. The difference is
Yeah.
what's gonna be more important to her. Which one that she lean more toward? Which one is on the equator? If you had to divide them up as a buck, as a dollar, they both got 25. They're all 25. Now to some women, this
They're
gonna be
all gonna have
50. We got to divide up the other 50 between the other 3. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like so there's something gonna pull them to one of those 4, but it's definitely one of them 4s.
One of those
But look
4.
at
That man.
but,
Those are the 4 places you could do for a man. You can pioneer those departments. You're not pioneering nothing else.
No.
Family.
And I'm really and let's just be honest, B. Let's just cut the shit, right? Men is not interested in nothing you got to offer if you're taking that off the table. That's just period.
No, you're dead. You're
You're
dead.
dead, bro.
You're out.
Like that. And then
You're out.
you know why you know you're dead? You know why she knows she dead? Because she put herself in a situation to look a certain type of way. So why she want to be alive? Why she don't want to be alive now? You work for this attention.
But there's no man that's gonna be connected to that level. Like she's out. She's out. She's out.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
gonna
that
be connected to that.
But she might as well be attracted and interested in. At the end of the day, men are in the search for those 4 things. One of those 4. Matter of fact, it's all those 4.
Repeat it again, B. Repeat that again. Let them hear that again. What the 4 is?
4 things for men. 4 things. These are the 4: children, family, sex, beauty.
And children.
If I say children, family, sex, beauty,
and
those
beauty.
4. She is never disconnected from one of those 4. Never. When she's involved.
But truthfully, Brandon, that's a woman whole makeup. She can't separate from none of them.
They pioneer. That's what they pioneer.
Yeah.
They don't listen. I tell women all the time, women have not pioneered the world we're in. I haven't seen women pioneer boats, airplanes, trains, highways, self energy grids, right?
Right.
Vehicles, trucks, cars, buildings, the water supply, the food supply. Women pioneer none of this stuff. It doesn't mean that she can't do the job. It doesn't mean that she can't work. She can't be.
It ain't designed for her. It wasn't. It's not. It's not her role. It's not.
But she didn't pioneer it.
Yeah. Bottom line.
The world you live that we're living in. Men pioneered it.
That's right. That's right. So don't you think the person who actually pioneered it to be the one you need to impress? I'm just saying. But the red truth.
The cell phones we have,
everything.
Anything and everything you see, men have pioneered it.
Yeah. Now look at this. The red truth. Poll results are in. The red
to anything you could think about. But men have pioneered it. What men do not pioneer is sex, beauty, family, and children. Women pioneer those departments.
They do.
It doesn't mean that a man can't be successful as a family man. It doesn't mean that a man can't. It doesn't mean that he can't be a dad. It doesn't mean that he can't be like, in terms of raising children by himself. It doesn't mean that. They just don't pioneer it.
Yeah, it's just not. It's listen. We all got a makeup we wear around. We all got a makeup.
Those folk, if you disconnect a woman from those 4 departments, she's functionless to a man. Functionless. It's a high and buy.
I agree.
It's a high and by, and this has nothing to do with character. This has nothing to do with personality. But she disconnected from those 4 and by.
Yeah. But see, so listen to this, B. They will never get away. You can't shake that. That's just what that is. A woman, you can't shake it no how the way you want to. And anything that you try to make yourself become after that, you'd have lost your mind. Because a man at that point, there's no interest for him to even talk to you, be around you, look at you, walk your way. Nothing at all. Right?
He's wasting his time.
Yeah. You know, but look at this. Look at the poll. All right. Who bears the burden of impressing? It went to 67% opposed to say men, and 33 of the opposed to say women.
Women.
So look at this, B. Peep this out. African American are the least married of any major racial ethnic group in America. As of 2020, 48% of Black women have never been married. 48% since 2020 have never been married.
Of women, Black
and that's the answer Miss Williams' question earlier when she was saying they go home to their wife. I just want you to know almost 50% of them never been married. So I don't know. And most of them is divorced today. I'm just saying. And look, check this out, B. According to the census of 2028 CS survey, 30% of African American were married compared to 43% of Hispanic, 52% of whites, and 58% of Asians.
Did not say it was not. I nailed it. It was not more than 30%. That means 70% American people are not married. So when you talk about he goes back home to his wife, you're talking about 30% of the Black American culture, which means there's a smaller percentage of men who's in that number. We're not saying that which is not true. It's just not the truth.
Yep, it's true.
He's gone to himself. You just a side chick, or you're just the other woman.
The other woman, B.
Even though he don't have a main woman in his life, but your positioning is the other woman.
What you say, Central, baby? That's why they are all screwing the same guys.
Why? Because they all have the same requirements of what they're looking for in men. And what happens is that
they all think the same, so the results will be the same.
All think the same. They all desire the same thing. So eventually, the same small group of men, and that circle becomes very small in who they're mating with.
You know what I say all the time?
All mating pool.
You know what I say all the time, B? The top 20% of men is clipping the bottom 80. 80% of 80% of the women are the top guys.
Them men have made themselves attractive to 80% of women. And these women are, and all these women are here to do is extort or extract from these men. Which is that? Resources.
Look at this. But they all different. Always shaking my head. Listen to me.
Different. It's a repetitive cycle.
It is, bro. Listen, nobody don't talk that truth, right? Oh, thank you to Seeker Baby for sharing that live, baby. Hey, appreciate it, love. But no, that's what's crazy to me, right? Like I always want to see this. This is something that when women, I talk to women all the time, and they tell me how special and different they are, bro. And I'm steady looking at her and the 3-4 friends that she's with, and they all got colorful hair, right? They all dressed the same. They all got the same type of energy. And then she get mad when her girlfriend she finds out that her girlfriend is messing with her dude. All y'all talked about the same guy all the time. She just was up first. It's not nothing different. This is what I'm saying, bro.
And you're mad with him because he messed with her. It's like he just needed availability to do something with her. She needed the reason.
Big facts. A man need a place. A woman need a reason.
I'm talking about the same group of men, which means he already had the key to the algorithm. You see? To unlock her door. Right? And most of y'all key to y'all algorithm is just attention. That unlocks the majority of women's doors.
That's
Attention.
right. Attention.
That's the
Well, I mean, that's about 90%, B, right?
yeah.
Because women are driven by attention. No matter what they
attention.
say, they're gonna get their eyebrows done, they're gonna get their hair done, they're gonna get their nails done, you know, and it ain't for a man, it's just for somebody to see something from a woman perspective or a man. It's just a level of attention, like you say. It is.
As the older she gets, I get it. Like I tell people all the time, we're all unique, right?
Yes. Yes.
All not different because behavior is not different. Does that make sense?
That's it.
It has maybe 4 to 5 different wavelengths. Now we're all unique, all make our own different decisions, but behavior is not. Behavior is repetitive.
Speaking about behavior, B, you know what? I got something for you. I do. I'm glad you said behavior. Let me show you this video. And I want to get women take on here who bears the burden. Just curious. Okay? I'm going to show you this video.
You know, even Charlamagne, a lot of people were saying that Kat was trying to downplay your accomplishments. What to you is the driving force behind your success?
My success is my success. I want everybody to win. I love everybody.
I love that. Once again, you know, your ex-wife is going on tour with Kat.
I want everybody to win. I hope the tour is great.
I love that. So you are supportive of going on tour with Kat.
I want everybody to win.
Did you hear it? His ex-wife, for those out there, his ex-wife is going on tour with Cat Williams, the guy who basically just humiliated him. And on Shannon Sharpe went viral and broke the internet. And his wife is going on tour. And you can call it what you want with the op.
Your ex-wife is going on tour with Kat.
I want everybody to win. I hope the tour is great.
I love that. So you are supportive of her. Thank you, Mr. Hart. I appreciate you.
You can't make it up. You see? You see what I'm saying, B?
Anything for a view.
Anything for a view.
That man minding his business, going in his truck, trying to go somewhere, and she wanted to ask this man a question about something that has nothing to do with him.
Nothing
to do with him.
You see, but
Cat Williams had nothing to do with him. All because Cat Williams said some things in an interview that went viral. That has nothing to do with Kevin Hart.
Right.
Kevin Hart.
But she's tied to him though, right? She's tied to him because that's why they said they didn't say her name, Kevin Hart ex-wife, right? You know, you're tied to the
she's, you know, and whatever. Listen, like he mentioned, he's a veteran in terms of being a star. He knows what to say. He knows that this is going to get clicks. That's why he said what he said when this person's out here recording.
Right.
Everybody. Now, I think he genuinely means he wants everybody to win. But I promise you that truck, when there ain't no cameras in there, he really feels himself.
Oh man, come on, man. Let's be real. But just think about this though. Let's just be real. We ain't gonna play that beat, Jizzle. This is my problem with that. And everybody on the line.
He had different words.
He had a lot of different words, choice of words. But here's my point though with this. Right? You know what? I'm gonna show you my point right now. Yeah, I'm gonna let you see this. You see what I said at the bottom of that screen? You see what it says? These women
would be to show their ex their relevance. Yeah.
These women would do anything to show their ex that they're relevant. You see, you're gonna go on tour with a man who your husband, ex, who you have history with. Wait a minute, let me correct it too. You got children with. You have kids with this man, and you're gonna go on tour, be the pawn in the game, be the pawn in the game. Think about this: be the pawn in the game between the two, just to make yourself be relevant. Do you hate him that much?
And the thing I probably see from the outside looking in, the thing that concerns me is that I think the concerning part is she hasn't been known comedy.
No.
We know Kevin is a comedian. Therefore, Kevin had to become Kevin Hart.
Bang.
But she had we don't know her for comedy, if that makes sense. We don't never know her for what besides being the ex-hard and having his 2 kids. I'm not saying she's not a comedian. I'm not saying that she never did comedy before. What I'm saying is that what is her work prior to this tour? If that makes sense? Because there's no work that people can do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
This you're just being a pawn in 2 star comedians' game. And to me, for you to choose a guy that doesn't have children for you to choose a guy have an attachment to behind $1 when at the end of the day he's the father of your 2 kids, you should never post to pick him.
That's crazy.
Father of your 2, I don't care how much he bothered you or how much he upsetted you or whatever. You ain't never supposed to choose somebody. You ain't never supposed to choose somebody that he has that he's publicly, the same page with.
You know what that show you though, B? You know what it shows you?
It's disloyal. It's disloyal, and it has a level of dis. Let me tell you what it told me, and I mean this with I mean this with all disrespect possible. For her to choose to go on Cat Williams' tour and not publicly known for being a comedian, it validated why he divorced you. And to me, it validated why.
Look at Santrell. You and Santrell hit it dead on the head. Could be why they're divorced. He already knew.
It validated why he have divorced you.
Big facts.
It validated why he made the right decision of divorcing you.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. That behavior ain't started yesterday.
Father of those kids don't want for nothing.
Crazy.
Nothing.
Crazy. Where's the loyalty and respect that, B?
So for you as a woman to have that level of disloyalty, I'm not saying you owe Kevin Hart anything. But if you have made
there's a certain thing you do. Because there's a certain thing that I will always owe to a certain person who actually had my child. There is.
Yes,
there's a level of like integrity that you should have,
What I'm saying is that if she was a comedian and was known for being a comedian, then I wouldn't disagree with her. Because at some point in time, she is also branding herself as a comedian. We don't know this woman for being a comedian. We don't even know her name.
Exactly. Ex-wife of Kevin Hart. You see? That's a problem. I can't hear you, baby. You see? That's what crazy. You got. Let me tell you something, B. Let me share something with you. When you're looking at a relationship, you see, and you understand exactly what it is, then you got to understand what it is.
Had to take that call.
All right, I want to take that call, B. What you got, B?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if she was known for being a comedian, agree with the position, because at the end of the day, she's a known. She's touring the world, and if that's the tour available for her to continue her brand of comedy, yes, I wouldn't disagree with that. But she has never been known to be a comedian. We don't know if for me to say Kevin Hart ex-wife to not say her name, you are pawning this, and that level of disrespect for a man who's a father
for your children,
kids, don't desire nothing. They have everything at their footsteps. Their life is set. He's not there. And it's not one of those like, oh, he abandoned those kids. No, those kids don't desire. They know who he is. They spend enough time. They get in private schools. Yeah. So no, I'm not about to be in this with no Cat Williams.
Listen, let me say this. Let me say this to you, B. I just ask myself a lot of questions about people, and it tells you who they are. They don't have no integrity at all, right? The fact that you
made the right decision.
No, he definitely did make the right decision to divorce her. Big facts. But my problem even with that though, okay? You spent the life with that person. And this is happening all in front of the media, right? Do the times, I want to ask this question. Do the time even matter when you shared with a person before? Does it even matter?
For
So
some
you
people,
just turn around and just become ops instantly because the
uh,
person ain't what who you thought they were.
they ain't who you think they were when they're no longer with you. But at some point in time, right? At some point in time, there's a level of the fact that we're parents to the kids that we're developing. There's no need for us to have war to this extent.
Yeah, it's not understandable, B. It's just not justifiable on no front.
And
You
I'm
know what I'm
quite
saying?
still getting some aid from being
Mhm.
his ex-wife. Now, is it enough aid to where she can have a lavish lifestyle?
Well, they
Maybe
say,
not.
they say she's well taken care of and she gets a lot of money. You
Well, if
see?
I'm saying she probably gets a level of aid. So
Yeah, and
for you
still go out and do this.
for you to want to do that, and you still receiving a certain level of aid. Come on, man.
It just, you know what it tells you though. You're only as good as
As resources can produce, and
that's
this
it.
is why men only want the cookie jar,
And that's why men will always be the prize because they will
and
always
this is
have
why
the burden to bear the burden of looking stupid. Also,
they
you know what I'm
bear the
saying in this
burden.
situation.
They bear the burden. She don't bear this
Yeah,
burden.
she don't bear the burden. If anything, the world will look at her as the victim, and she get a
They
pass.
still look at her as the victim. If he'd came out
I'm
there,
trying to tell
if
you.
Kevin Hart came out there and said, "Man, forget that tour," she'd have been the victim.
Yeah, he jealous of her now because she's trying to do better with her career. You had all kind of storyline.
See, that's why he said, "I want everybody to win." I know this person recording. I want everybody to win. Let's move on. I
See,
already know you're trying to find clicks. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been a star. Let me just give you these answers right quick. And since
been one.
you're recording anyway, I can't. So therefore, just keep going.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. No
Now,
integrity.
cameras in that truck. His position probably was different.
What you say, Central? That shows how people sell their soul. You see, they'll do anything for $1. But to me, it's more about getting back at him. Than anything. I really just think that when a person, when you're in a relationship with a person, and you can contest to that too, and that situation doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It's best to just make sure that you protect yourself because those people, for the most part, will line up to be exactly what you think they aren't.
And
That's right.
their own interests.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
That's how they move. They do things based upon their own interests,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's just what it is. I mean,
Yeah, but
so
it ain't.
in
You're
terms,
gonna never be your own interest. You got a relationship. You tied to that. You're not known for that. You're not this. You're not that. But at the end of the day, if I can just make the world believe, saying that I'm doing better without him, that I'm gonna take that opportunity, no matter if it affects the family or not. It comes to a
yeah, but
point, bro. Because you got kids. You got 2 kids. I don't care nothing about what you going through.
no, I say
Why
like
would you
I said,
choose that shit? That's crazy.
if she was already a comedian, people know her for her comedy, and she was still trying to continue that grand. That was the tour that she can get on. That's one thing. For her to still be recognized as his wife and not the comedian, that's disrespectful.
Yep. Look at Central say, when money is not the object, women are still not happy.
On that
That's
note,
deep.
I gotta
Be Jizzle, that's real. That is real as all out fail. When money still
but money is
can't
that
stop.
women are ooh.
Drop the mic. What are we doing, bro? Listen to me, B. You got to go out, Potter. Listen to me.
Yeah, I gotta go pick up my dad.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
That's
like
cool.
money is not the object. Women are still not happy. Oh my goodness.
Let me close, B. I'm gonna close while you're on it, man. Okay. Let me get your little thoughts right quick, then you can get on out there. We're gonna shut it down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So listen to me. Right. Look, y'all just go to Rumble. You know, we the antidote, baby. You know how we popping off. Please send me all them videos and everything. You see, we on all platforms. Please subscribe, notification bell. Please hit the bell. Please, please, please. Let Mongo Red Pen know. We getting thousands of views on videos like that. We appreciate y'all supporting the channel. But B Just, I'm gonna give it to you right now, baby. Give me your final thoughts before we click on out this thing, B Just.
Well, final thoughts is this. When it comes to who makes an impression, men must impress women when it comes to what they desire, which is the milk and cookies. But when it comes to in relationships, women must make the impression, because at the end of the day, be receptive or reactive. They have to become proactive in those departments, because that's not the department they have access to. They got to figure out the algorithm so the men can provide the key to them.
That's
so
right.
When it comes to impress who, if you're in the dating, courting phase and you find a guy that you deem attractive, impress this man, because you're not the person that can be reactive, because there's no door he's trying to unlock in terms of relationship, because that's not you don't have that door to give him. You don't have access to that door.
And you're not there yet.
Yeah.
We don't need to be talking about relationship when we just talking about a conversationship. I'm just talking to you. Everybody you talk to don't mean that you want to get into a relationship with.
But ultimately, as a woman, that's your objective in this conversation of what you're looking for. So you got to be proactive now versus reactive.
There you go.
He's the prize.
Yeah. Yeah. But to that prize comment, you good? That's you, B Jizzle?
That's me.
Let me say this to you. If the woman's the prize, then I'm just trying to see why you're still available.
Yeah.
See, because anything that's good won't be on the market alone.
Yep.
What you say?
It's gonna be in use. Yep.
It won't be available. See, we get to this point where we make ourselves feel like we're more important than what we are. And the reality is society sells you that, so you buy in. I get it. But also know that society is selling you that, not a man in a relationship with you. You see, women need to start thinking outside of the box more and stop running about their box or the milk cookies, right? Because that's the reason why relationships are having a bigger problem today, because it is an inflated commodity. It's everywhere. What you call it?
It's depreciable.
A depreciable commodity.
The appreciable commodity.
Yeah, yeah. And this is why the reality is like that. You know what I'm saying? So listen to me, my people. Mongo Red Pill gonna take it this right here. I thank everybody for coming out on the line. But when you look at life and you want to be in a relationship with a man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you treat him as if he's not the prize, then I can promise you, you won't have a gift to do anything. Right? Because a man is accepting a woman now for how she's coming. Chivalry is dead. Men is not just doing things for women no more. You're gonna show, improve, and feminine, and you can think feminist because of that. Right?
That's correct.
So the feminist movement have made women think that this is a better deal for them. But like I showed you yesterday on the live, it's really not. Women are doing worse today than when they were before. Individual, for a selfish standpoint from a woman, for just a sex mental, right? Women are doing better. But better is not gonna never be something that's solo when you need to be paired with somebody. The better will always be in a relationship with a man. That's what makes a woman better. Right? Because anybody can be with anybody, but do you have the tools and the understanding to maintain a relationship to keep that somebody in your life? And that's why men will always be the prize. Listen to me, my people. B Jizzle, thank you so much. Partner on the High Drizzle. Everybody on the live, you already know. Holla at your peeps, in the video, letters, and podcast. We in the building, baby. We did it live. Y'all let us know what y'all think about it anyway. You know why? Oh, Lord. It's gone. The good is gone, baby. Welcome to the Barter Show. Till next time, my people, everybody on the live, I appreciate y'all coming out. B Jizzle on the High Drizzle. Till next time, baby. Welcome to the morning show. Hey.